Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 25th of March, 2025. As you can see, a hot day, so I had to change my attire. I actually started today off with a long sleeve button down shirt and pants, and I was sitting in here during the podcast, and it got so hot, pretty much around 90, 95 degrees Fahrenheit, that I was sweating profusely. And people were like, yeah, you should totally change clothes. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to. We have this weird heat wave going on right now in Washington, where it's only 2 days where it's going to be like 70 plus degrees and full sun outside, but that means this office heats up to like 90 something. The good news is I have two fans now, a ceiling fan and an oscillating fan, when previously I only used to have the ceiling or the oscillating fan. And I have blackout curtains. So it did help, but man, it was still really hot in here. All right. Also, you may notice something. My voice might sound a little different because I changed some of my microphone proprietary software's tweaking settings. People were saying basically my voice was sounding too sharp and too tinny, if that makes sense. So I've adjusted it now to sound more natural. I would love your feedback from today's gameplay and, of course, this video. How does it sound? Do you think it sounds better? I hope so. Give me feedback, okay? Anyway, so today was a loaded day. First off, on the Level 1 podcast, we had some chill fun talking about how I had ditched Assassin's Creed Shadows because essentially the game sucked. Talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 leaks, meaning that basically people have some insider info on Nintendo Switch 2 and apparently when it's coming out and how it's going to be releasing games this year, among other topics. So if you didn't see the podcast, it's a good one. And then we jumped into Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Now, what sucks about this is with Black Ops 6, I really like Black Ops 6, to be fair. I complain when I play it because I do think that the connections are hit or miss. Sometimes you'll get a great connection and it's incredibly fun, and sometimes you'll get a shit connection and it's really bad. But overall, since I started playing Black Ops 6 here on keyboard and mouse, I have absolutely had a great time, and I want to keep playing it. The problem is every time we play it, it's totally different outcomes when it comes to attendance, engagement, and support. Sometimes I'll play Black Ops 6, we'll get tons of viewers who are excited and they'll say, hey, use this loadout, do this, and then they'll support the stream. And then other times it's kind of like no one cares and we get a slow stream. Today was somewhere in the middle, all right? We didn't hit the goal, but we still did over $100 of support. People were engaged. They were helping me to figure out, hey, you should do this loadout, you should do this and that. And I really appreciated that. And it was still fun. There was a lot of frustration because, number one, I was incredibly hot in here. So I'm getting cranky because it's hot and I'm sweating. But also the connections weren't so good and I was hoping for better connections. But what can you do, right? But I had a great time. And overall, it was a great stream. Sucks we didn't hit the goal, all right? So then on the late stream tonight, it was Like a Dragon Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. And I said right up front to everyone, listen, I want to hit the goal, but I don't know if we're going to. Because last time we played this a couple nights ago, we didn't get much support. We basically got roughly halfway, and then it kind of ended, and I don't know what to do about that. I really don't. I just don't know what to do to get people to contribute to certain games, and this is one where I enjoy it, and we have a chill atmosphere where people like to relax and engage and have conversation, but it doesn't really bring in the support. It had at first, but now I'm over 20 hours into the game. So I didn't know what was going to happen, and basically a lot of trolls showed up tonight. Okay, likely because Kino Casino wasn't streaming, so a lot of them showed up on my stream to troll me, and a lot of back and forth and banning a lot of idiots who are basically being disgusting. But overall, great progress in the game. Tonight in the game, we did all of the pirate mission storyline, which is called the Devil Flags. We beat entire areas, went to a new area where there's one of the mini bosses, beat the mini boss, went to the next area, cleared it all out, beat that boss. So we're like more than halfway through the pirate plot line now. We're leveling up massively. We're getting tons of freaking upgrades for the characters. So it's working out really nicely, okay? I had a great time, and basically what happened was we got different contributions from all over the place, but nothing too large or significant. It was like a little one here, a little one here. We were right at the end of the stream, and we were talking about this, and people were like, did you know that Chick-fil-A has a new sandwich? And I was like, yeah, we were looking at that. And it looks like it's a new sandwich with some new toppings and ingredients and stuff. And apparently they also have a new drink, which I wasn't aware of. And people were like, yeah, Chick-fil-A basically never really does new stuff. So this is kind of a rarity that they're doing it. And no one knows if this is just going to be a limited time or if they're actually going to have it for a long time. So why don't you do that? And I was like, yeah, but we just determined we would do taco time. And then we started talking about it, and I realized, Taco Time can be done at any time. Because Taco Time is a local chain out here in the Pacific Northwest that isn't going anywhere. While this limited time stuff at Chick-fil-A may be limited time and leaving, I said, you know what? All right, how about this? Tonight, we hit the goal. We'll do Chick-fil-A instead of Taco Time. And a few people did contribute, but then it kind of like died out. We were very near the end of the stream. And then all of a sudden, someone came in with a very generous contribution, a big tip, and we hit the goal. In fact, we exceeded the goal tonight. So because of that, we're at 75 out of 80 goals. And I made the decision for DSP Tries It coming up, it'll be Chick-fil-A instead of Taco Time. We'll try their new sandwich and whatever their new drink is and some other things too. It'll be great. All right. So, that makes me excited now because last time I had Chick-fil-A 2 months ago, it was super duper good. And I know that they're great, so I can't wait to have it again. I think maybe more people would like that over me doing Taco Time. So anyway, great stuff there, hitting the goals. But one really weird thing happened that I want to test right now. So, guys, I need to forewarn you. We're going to do a live testing, and you might actually need to, turn away from the screen for a second. I'm going to show you something. Okay? So tonight, I was using this camera as face cam. And I've been using this camera as face cam pretty much for the last month, 2 months. All of a sudden, it started malfunctioning when I turned on the AI. So this has an AI functionality where the camera is supposed to follow you around the room, and it works well for when I'm playing games because it follows me as I move. Well, I had it on, and all of a sudden the thing went absolutely apeshit and started having almost like a seizure, and people were going, what the? And it wouldn't stop. Like anytime I turned on the AI tonight, it would do this. So now I've had it not used for a little bit. I'm going to try it again. I forewarn you, it may happen right now. Are you ready? All right, so if I don't move, it's fine. But if I move, it's probably going to have a seizure. Are you ready? There it goes. See? So I don't know what's causing that. I hope it doesn't mean my camera is busted, because here's the thing. If I click the button to recenter it, it'll recenter, and then it's good. See, it fixed itself? But the problem is if I turn on the AI, it keeps doing that. And I don't know what's causing it. I don't know if it's a common malfunction with this camera. I don't know if a restart will help. I don't know what's going on. So it's the first time that's happened. Good news is if I leave no AI on, it still works, as you can see. But it is kind of annoying that it has an AI function that I want to use and I've been using, and now it's doing this. So I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe some people said maybe it's your shirt. Maybe it's something to do with the lighting in your shirt tonight because you're wearing a patterned shirt rather than a solid color, and maybe that's what's causing it. They may be onto something. Maybe that's what it is. It's trying to get me and it's goes crazy. So I guess we'll see, but sorry about that. If you were watching tonight, it happened a lot. The camera kept going crazy. People were freaking out what is happening? As you can see, the camera still works. Just whatever that AI thing is, it was malfunctioning and giving me some issues. All right. So, that is that for tonight. So it was a great night overall. I had a great time. It seems like everyone enjoyed themselves. Like a Dragon went well. And there we go. That light hadn't gone on. Like a Dragon went well. We had great progress overall. And we hit the goal. All right. Overall, a great support day. Again, no complaints for me. All right. So here's the deal for tomorrow. Sadly, I can only stream once, just like last week. And you're like, well, I wonder why. I got to finish working on my tax stuff. I only got about half done last week. So I need to sit down and really focus on it and work on it. So basically tomorrow, I should have all that tax stuff hopefully wrapped up. But I'm only going to be able to be here once. We're going to do a level 1 podcast in the morning. And then we're going to play more of Suikoden. All right. It's going to be the major stream. And every time we've played this before, it's gone well. I hope we hit the goal tomorrow when we do it. Get us closer to DSP Tries It. And hopefully we have a nice chill time together. But that's it. There will not be a night stream tomorrow because I have to work on this stuff behind the scenes. But don't worry, I will be back on Thursday with a full day. And it will be a bunch of gameplay progress. I believe it's at the premiere of Atomfall on the first stream. And then Thursday night, Smart Guys with our first special guest co-host, Ethan Ralph. The first of 3 different co-hosts that are coming up over the next 3 weeks. So I hope that you guys will join me for that. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much. I had a great time. I hope you did too. Enjoy your nights. Enjoy the videos. See you tomorrow for a chill podcast and Suikoden on the first stream. Let's keep it rolling this week. And I'll be hot, so I'll probably be wearing lighter clothes tomorrow as well. Everyone have a good night. See you tomorrow, and peace out.